Hey guys, welcome to another video of Garden Obsession. So winter's right around the corner and we've been very excited to get these containers done. We're going to go ahead and replace two that are in the front here. Last year we used this holly right here that has the red berries. We actually went into the Carolina forest and picked out some magnolia leaves, some pine trees, just different variety of stuff that grows out here in the forest out here. And we kind of combined a container like that. We put some birch wood, you know, dress it up with some Christmas lights, and it'll absolutely look awesome. But this year we're gonna go a little bit different. We're gonna try some different colors here, try to mix it up a little bit. That way we have something that'll take us into spring. So what we have here is the biggest one we have here is we have this is a Podocarpus Japanese yew. This one will, the leaves here will kind of turn like a white color. It looks like a bloom, but it's not, but it'll be more like a white colored leaf that kind of gives it a nice little look to it. So that we're going to use that as our thriller in the plant there. The next one here we have is a sunshine ligustrum. We did a video on these not too long ago where we put these in the back bed, but these are all going to be all these plants that I'm showing here, they're going to be hardy in our zone here. To not make this video any longer, if you have any questions on any of the plants that I'm showing here, please leave us a comment and I'll be more than glad to answer the questions. But we're going to go ahead and use this one. It gives a nice, right now this one has a nice green. It'll give a golden color all through fall and winter, and then come spring it'll start coming back out this nice lime green color that'll give it some nice showy interest in early spring. The next one we're going to use here is a laurel petalum. This is called a purple pixie. This is a weeping type. We're going to use this as a spiller for the front of the container, which I think the purple along with the different greens here is going to give it a nice little accent to the container. And then we're going to put in some of these here. These are lily turf, variegated lily turf. It has that nice frosted color. It's a variegated leaf. So again, we're trying to get all the colors in from winter, you know, some yellows, some greens, some bright greens, and then some of this gray frosted color to give a nice contrast in the whole container. Let's go ahead and put this together and see what it comes out looking like. I believe it's going to be something that we're going to be pretty amazed with and we're going to like, and it's going to carry us all through spring. All right guys, so before we get started, we're gonna start off with this, a simple coffee filter. Of anybody's watched Garden Answer, she did this a couple of earlier in the season. Put this at the bottom of one of the containers. In our front porch we have stains all over the place, and we didn't know how to prevent that until we actually saw that video. So it's a good tip to put in your toolbox here that you can use later in the future. So we're just gonna place this right over the hole here, so when it does drain, it captures all that dirt and that rusty color that you see coming out of your pots, and it stains the front porch. Again, we're going to use some pine bark mulch here. We're going to use one part pine bark mulch because a lot of these are considered evergreens. We're going to use that for the drainage. The experience we've had here is a lot of the rain and stuff like that, and we don't want to drown these plants out. But again, like I said earlier, one of the videos that we did, it's the evergreens. They kind of have a chunky soil to help it drain and not sit in its own water and kind of get some root rot or anything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and put that one part there, and the rest we're just gonna do potting soil in here. And we're just gonna mix up the pine bark mulch with the soil, like I said, to give it that nice chunky texture so it drains out properly. All right guys, so I went ahead and added some more pine bark mulch. I kind of messed up and left a lot of it at the bottom and didn't start mixing before I added more soil, so I went ahead and did that when we cut off the camera real quick. But again, we were looking for something, some type of like concrete look to our containers. And we couldn't find any, but to my surprise, I was walking through Walmart one day and saw these there. They were originally $30. They had them on sale for $15 a piece, which is pretty amazing. So if you're out there looking for something, keep in mind when you go out looking to places like Walmart, I don't know, Target, maybe some other stores like that, just keep an eye out. You'll find some awesome deals sometimes. Like I said, this is kind of exactly what we were looking for. And you know, things just fall in your lap sometimes, and I guess that day I was just out looking and it kind of just came to me and I saw them and I picked them up. So it's kind of what we wanted to go with. It looks nice, and let's go ahead and get this potted real quick. So the first thing we're going to start off is with the biggest plant here, the thriller that we're going to use. We're gonna get this potted towards the back, offset to the left a little bit here. And the main reason for that is because what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these in the front porch where we had our other pots with the big papyrus grass. We want to kind of have this towards the edge of that column there. I'm looking at my wife right now to let me know if it's centered the way she wants it or facing the way she wants it.
That's good right there.
Okay. All right, so that's the first plant we got in there. Let me move it a little bit more to the back. Okay. And same thing with these. We want to kind of raise them a little bit so it doesn't sit in water and get root rot. We want to leave the crown of the plant above the soil a little bit. So I think that's a good spot right there. The next one we're going to do is we're going to do the sunshine ligustrum. We're going to place that over to this side here. How's that?
Don't center it too much. Just, yeah. There's a reason why we don't want to have that back plant centered. We want to create the same kind of, what did you call it? The frame, to frame the porch on both sides. And hopefully it's not as tall as the grass we have in the front right now, but hopefully it still creates some kind of frame while we're looking at the porch through the outside.
All right, so we got that one there. That's pretty much how we want it there. Yeah. All right, the next one we're going to use is the lower petal. Like I said, this is going to be our spiller. This is what's going to show in the front of the container. With this one, it's going to give us a nice, come spring, it's going to give some pinkish ribbon flower. That way in spring we'll have some nice color in there as well. But this one we want to kind of set it to where it's draping right over the front of the container. It's almost like that.
I think you have to turn that one.
Which way?
Try to turn the other side. Does it have more foliage on that side that you're holding, or?
No, this is part.
Oh, that's it?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that good or not?
Yeah.
Bring it over this way.
Just a little bit.
Right about there.
Yeah, we want to make sure to just leave a little bit of room because, I mean, it is winter. They won't be growing, but I'm gonna try to leave these guys in there for a little bit coming spring and summer.
All right, and to give it that nice little accent, like I said, frosted looking color for winter, we're gonna go ahead and put these lily turf, these variegated lily turf right here in the front there. All right, guys, so we got this all adjusted the way we wanted in there. Initially, we weren't going to use this lily turf here, but we wanted something to bring a little bit of light color to it, and we just absolutely love the variegated foliage. These in spring or summertime will give a purple flower to it once they get a little bit bigger. And so basically, I'm just going to fit it in here. It's looking good so far. I think it's good the way we kind of face it. We have two of these. We're going to do a second one and use this to frame the opposite side of this container. But overall, I mean, the color contrast, we're absolutely liking it. All right, guys, so here's the final outcome. We absolutely love the way it looks. We're not going to set these out in the front yet. We still got to bring in some of the stuff we have on the front porch, and we're going to go ahead and showcase that off once we get all our stuff ready to go. We just want to get these planted and get them ready so that way when we replace that stuff, we'll get it out there. We also got to redo our window planter. We have another project coming up for that one as well. So in the next couple videos, to see a couple of different things that we're going to put out there, and we'll just combine it all together in the last video and show you exactly what we got out for our front porch along with our Christmas decor, you know, and stuff. But I hope this was a good idea for anybody that's looking for a container to carry them all through winter and then towards the beginning of spring. I know we're actually going to enjoy it. All right, guys, so a quick learning lesson. We potted these up, we finished them up. We let it sit there for about a week, and then we realized that to us there was kind of a disparity in the way we wanted it. We went ahead and switched the ligustrum and put it over on this side, vice that side when we finished it. We just kind of took our time. I think we rushed through putting the video together and trying to get it out before Christmas. and it wasn't quite what we wanted, but I think we got it down now. We wanted the yew back here to show a little bit more than the ligustrum. I think it was blocking it out a little bit, so we went ahead and left it the way it was. We left that frosted color there on that side, but I think it came out the way we wanted it to. It's just a quick lesson in life and gardening, not to rush things, and take your time and get things done the way you want it to. But that's pretty much what it looks like on our front porch. We're going to talk a little bit later on about why we're trying to introduce some more green and evergreens in our garden, but we'll put that in a future video. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.